Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Imperium Cup. This is week 5, and this is Group M, and we're going to have a great game for you today. I am joined with by Orski. Orski, say hi and tell everyone about yourself.
Hey, how you doing? I also run a Dune Imperium YouTube channel. Really excited to be commentating one of these tournament games. I've never live commentated before, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, it should be good. We have a bunch of big hitters here in this game. We have Poppa G's, who's already qualified for the next round as the first player to do so. We have Patience, who has shown up on my channel before and talked about the tier list. So we have a tier list thing going on. And Patience is a big player of Tessia, so I would not be surprised if we saw Tessia as a pick for Patience. He's a very good Tessia player. Who was first player? Who did we? I missed it.
Nice to do.
Oh, wait. The biscuit said George. Okay, so George is
Okay.
first player, and so we're going to see Papa G choosing first. Let's see what they do up here. Yeah, this is just, I'm pretty excited to be here, and I'm really glad to have you here. So, thank you.
Yeah, no, it's good to be here, and I'm really excited to see some solid Tessia play. I do think I underranked Tessia a little bit just because maybe I don't understand her as intricately as possible. I do have some games with her, but not quite as many as probably Patience does. I've played with Papa G and Patience quite a bit, and they're both really accomplished players. So
Yeah,
looking forward to seeing the tournament side of their play.
absolutely. And I've played before with Glorious George, a strong player. He said he's had some bad luck in the last tournament, so we're hoping he does well here. And Alphanova, I played with Alphanova before. Very strong player. I mean, this is just a really stacked group, honestly. Group M is pretty big. We're going to see Helena Riches pick up for 4th position. Not a whole lot of surprise here, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, no, very strong character, and there are some good cards in this opening Imperium row. Piter especially is very powerful, although looks like they're swapping.
Oh,
Gonna go for the Beast instead.
ooh, the hot swap to beast. All right, interesting. We'll see how that works. What's in the tech? Hollow, training, and Holtzman. Okay, maybe eyeing up one of these early. I don't know.
Yeah, a little surprised. Usually you expect to see a two-cost tech here, so you can go up to tech negotiation and get it pretty quickly, but
Yeah, we'll
the
see
Beast will
what
probably be
happens.
interested in training drones, I'd imagine.
Also, this boundless ambition is great for beast, so maybe they're
Oh,
thinking
yeah.
that. So some good options here. Patience. I mean, I've seen Patience play a lot of different characters, but I know he loves Tessia, and I'd be surprised if he didn't choose Tessia. Yeah, here we go.
Ah, there it is.
All right, so if you are not familiar with Tessia, this is a very complicated character, probably the most complicated character in the game, and her careful observation ability is that you put these snooper tokens on the second echelon of the tracks here, and then when you reach them, you get a bonus. You take them off and get a bonus, and the bonuses escalate and get better as you go along. The first one being just discard a card for a spice, but then you get the bonus from the tracks, whichever one you're moving up, and extra influence. So very powerful, and you can jump up really fast on the tracks with Tessia.
Oh, yeah. Tessia is definitely a runaway kind of character. If you get the type of text that you want, things that'll give you a lot of influence with the tracks, she can easily win turn 6, turn 7, and I think some of the tournament games she's actually run away with this, so
Yeah,
we'll
absolutely.
see.
Oh man, this is a classic match. We have a Baron in second position. Everyone who has seen the stats, whoa, who's seen the stats from the last tournament knows that Baron in second position is a force to be reckoned with, and so we'll see what happens there. And then we got a Duke Leto Atreides in first position, and I really like Duke Leto Atreides with all of these characters. You've got some track climbers. Duke Leto can just like coast with Tessia's faction influence, and then yeah, we'll see what happens here. Very interesting.
I really like this Duke pick, especially because Baron's going to get really early interstellar access, just the nature of their Master Stroke ability. And the Duke can catch up really quickly, and since he'll be going before the Baron every single round, they'll be denying that. So that's one way to keep these Barons in check, is to get someone like Tessia or like the Duke that can challenge on the interstellar shipping track going right before them.
Absolutely. We're going to see a Seek Allies out to Fold Space. Nothing too surprising here. It's either Fold Space or it's a Hardy Warriors usually. And an immediate smuggling from the Baron. Interesting. Baron without any faction access isn't going to be able to Master Stroke this turn.
Yeah, and that always feels a little bit bad as the Baron. You want to get that stuff moving kind of quickly, but it can work out if both spots end up being open next round.
Yeah, this is one of the weaker conflicts. It's just one bump on the shipping track and a troop. Better to get the
Yeah.
second place, I think. Most people think, and so Patience just opting for the water instead of the troops. I kind of like this play.
Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense.
We
And they
get
do have the two daggers in hand too, which will add a little bit more combat value, help them lock down that second place with the only one troop.
yeah. Beast with kind of a pretty strong hand, but not going to be able to buy very much this round, given that all their action cards are on the cards they want to play. So just going to see a pretty tentative Imperial Basin for Beast, putting some troops in. Doesn't want to
Yeah.
overcommit.
Looks like they're setting up for a tech bot here for sure. And I'd
Definitely.
imagine it would be a
Probably hollow a training.
which one
Which one do you
training?
do?
I'd imagine training drones for the beast if
For the
they're
Beast.
planning on going combat heavy.
Yeah, I agree. I think generally the hollow projectors is the better tech, though.
Oh, for
But
sure. Yeah, I'm taking
yeah,
that every time over. Even if you're going combat heavy, being able to cycle out bad cards from your hand is always really valuable.
yeah. I also like this play from the Beast, sending to Imperial Basin, which is where Duke Leto usually wants to go to get the extra spice. You don't really want to commit to a water for 2 spice early, but it looks like
Yeah.
Duke Leto's going to have to if they want to play their ring.
Yeah, nice little denial play there.
And another denial play from the Baron. Baron heading up to tech, thinking, probably predicting, and rightly so, that Beast is heading up there. Reveal for 2 for Tessia. Got a guild
Okay.
administrator. Yeah, not bad. Oh, and
Uh,
big
yeah,
downside
revealing
of
Kwisatz Haderach, widely agreed to be probably the best card in the game, getting an extra action when you play it
definitely
and
one of
cycling
them.
itself
Yeah,
out.
for sure. I think the top 3 cards are kind of interchangeable. They're the best any other day of the week, depending on what comes up. Oh, it's the best card. So Beast heading over to
No, that'll
Carthag.
definitely, yeah.
I don't think I'd go to Airkeen here. I would not like the Airkeen pick. Picks up War Chest. War Chest, a very strong extra point early. Not too hard to get the 10 extra bucks, depending on what conflicts come up.
Yeah, and that does reveal a little bit. Oh, early. Oh, that's the appropriate reveal. And the taking the court intrigue.
Yeah,
Solid.
I like that card a lot. The intruding cards?
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, I couldn't remember either.
Yeah, those cards are all pretty high on my list of things you want to be paying attention to.
Yeah, and always nice as the Duke because they'll be wanting to get Solari. I'm a little surprised they didn't go for a Mentat play here. They did have the dagger in hand. I thought they were setting up for a Mentat with their.
I thought so too. Yeah, it's gonna wait. That's okay. They can always catch back up with the ring. So
And the Baron taking Boundless Ambition. I don't know if you already mentioned that, but very strong. His Signet Ring ability is awesome.
oh yes, excellent pickup for Baron. So Beast reveals not buying anything. It's kind of a sad Beast.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah, and it
And
always feels a little bit bad not playing your influence cards, especially if it's diplomacy. You usually want to be racing up to try and get those 2 victory point tracks at some point. They
absolutely.
might end up getting bailed out by spy satellites coming off the tech row, but can't always count on that.
Baron's up first with a very good hand, but again, one of those awkward hands where you have too many good things with the Seek Allies, diplomacy, and the ring.
Yeah.
He's going to want to do all of those things. Maybe if we go up to wealth and like Mentat and then something else, I could see that working. I don't know if it gets you what you want, but it is possible.
It's tough because they usually want to go full space and Hardy Warriors, but with Tessia going afterwards, she's going to really, I'd
Mm-hmm.
imagine, want to go Hardy Warriors here and then shift that over to the fold space with her Signet Ring. And she does have both of those cards available, so.
Yep. Yeah, Cloak and Dagger is our conflict this round, and this is a great one to win. I mean, getting the 2
Yeah.
intrigues early and the bump on the tracks, very strong. So I'd imagine that possibly Barons here are going to go to Hardy Warriors and block Tessia. Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's the right call.
I think so too. 4 troops going to go
Always
in the
nice to get the
conflict.
intrigues.
Apologies. Go ahead.
It's always nice to get the intrigue cards, and the bump is super valuable early on as well. And usually Hardy Warriors is enough to get you the victory in these early combats.
Yeah, it is. Kind of trick though is like if somebody ends up getting 2 like blue spaces, you might end up losing, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's unlikely. What does Tessia do here? Tessia's looking like they wanted to push up with Fremen early, get that done, then head over to spacing? Or do you just take your fold space here? I think you just take your fold space, right?
Imagine, yeah. Just take the fold space because you don't want to let the Duke get there too early.
No, no. This makes a lot of sense. Next action, they could Signet Ring shift up into level 2. Then they'll get first action, which is very well planned from the Tessie player, from patience.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think Tessia really does shine if you can get the. It does matter what cards you get in what order, but because sometimes you can get screwed. But that's the game. It's a card game. But sometimes Tessia's draws just line up so perfectly because her ring ability lets her do what she wants.
Hmm.
All right, Leto gonna smuggle here.
Yeah.
Looks fine. Make sure to go up with the track. Yep.
Getting a little more Solari here, setting themselves up for, I'd imagine, a collection. Get your Swordmaster out early, but some people do value going up, getting that bump for the extra value.
What do you like to do? Because I flip flop back and forth honestly.
I flip back and forth too. It really depends on whether I think I'll be able to get to interstellar shipping anytime soon, and whether or not I think the person before me is going to be able to deny it.
Yeah, yeah.
In this scenario, they'll probably end up being good because the beast isn't going for it at all. So by the time the first turn comes around to them, they should be able to get some access there. So I would wait, be a little greedy.
Very awkward hand from Beast here. I don't know what you do if you don't go get Spice. I mean, that's
Yeah.
kind of all you can do. Or you can just reveal for 6 and pick up Piter. I think, honestly, you just go get Spice and then reveal for Piter.
Yeah.
Hopefully, no one else takes it. But we do know that Tessia does have 6 in hand and can reveal early if she wants. We'll see
Yeah, I would be a little surprised for the early reveal from Tessia because she does have some stuff she wants to do here.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. The signet ring is very important for Tessia's game plan. Just waiting on Alpha to decode this puzzle here. Do you signet ring Carthag, which looks pretty juicy right now?
Yeah, I think so. Get the double intrigue cards going, and I think you're pretty safe with this combat. You know the Beast already played their signet ring, so the most they're going to be able to get in here is 3 more troops. Yeah, okay, maybe you. Well, you can search their deck. You know they don't have any blue access left, so
Yeah, and they'll definitely know if they have
knowing that,
daggers.
yeah,
Yeah, that's a good point.
these early combats are a little bit easier to predict. Although they do have an intrigue card in hand, so that makes it a little bit more complicated to play around. So I think if I'm in the Baron shoes here, I'm probably just committing the troops.
Make
I'll
them
also
have
take the
it.
guaranteed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm always on the vote of make them have it. If they don't have it, then you know what they don't have. I mean,
Yeah.
or they spend their resource and you get the thing you wanted, or you
Now
know
that
get the second place or whatever. But that's fine. I think he's thinking about Carthag, but oh, okay, okay, I like this play too.
interesting play. Okay.
Yeah, this is totally reasonable. There's no reason you absolutely need the extra intrigue early, but getting the extra water early does let you collect better. So
Yeah, it sets your economy up a little bit better going forward. Especially, it can be a little bit awkward in the later game. You have no water, you can't get any spice going really.
here comes the ring, and Tessie is going to collect a very big collect here, putting her up to 6 early on, threatening Highliner, or Conspire if she desired.
I will say I'm a little bit surprised Noah didn't elect to go to research station there. I think if you can get a little more persuasion, that Quizat sitting there, really nice early pickup.
It is a pretty good
Yeah.
one. I think that having like a bunch of blanks in your deck though is not a great idea. It's because you have the fold space, you have the 2 daggers, so it's like a 3 and however many cards you've got, 3 and 7 of missing.
That's true.
Pretty
Yeah,
bad.
and you do have to
Yeah.
hit 3 persuasion.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So I think it's the right play to play it safe here. Tess, you just going in, limping in with 1 troop for a spice or intrigue.
Yeah, 1 true for 1 intrigue. I think that's a really good value. Assuming the
Assuming
dude
it
doesn't put
stays.
anything in here.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just too juicy for Leto to just not like bully
Yeah.
Tessia out.
Both city spots open. I think it's going to be hard for them not to get a little something going.
Now, does Tessia discard here for the extra spice? I actually don't think you do. Doesn't look like she is. Okay, I think that's smart.
Yeah, especially with a Piter sitting there for 5 persuasion.
Yeah, Piter would be ideal for Tessia right now. Like,
Oh, yeah.
very, very good. So Beast went over to mine some spice at Haga Basin and send anyone else in? Did they send anybody else in? I think just the
I
2.
don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think I would ever because you're not going to win this combat almost guaranteed, and that kind of tips your hand a little bit that to the Baron player that you don't have a combat card you want to play. Obviously, sitting on a war chest here, It's pretty strong. It is a combat card, sort of, but you don't want to ever use it for the combat side.
No.
You want an extra
Yeah,
point.
absolutely not.
Okay, here's Leto. We'll see if he's going to push
Yeah.
something in here. Picks up a Charisma. The Charisma, pretty good pickup here. Could help get that Kwisatz Haderach and turn the game in their favor. I think it's going to center around whoever gets this Kwisatz early. If they can get it early enough, they could start to pull away, but it is going to take some doing.
Wow, no troop commitment by green here. Blue is playing a little hands up. You know exactly what they have in hand, so you
Yeah.
could definitely lock down the intrigue card with 2 troops, but maybe they're just not willing to take that trade right now.
They could have done it. Well, yeah, actually could have done it with just one troop, but no way to possibly know that.
Oh, yeah.
Liet Kynes in the row, so one
Wow.
of the other absolutely triple
And the
A
Beast
cards.
takes it.
Beast takes it. Yeah. Don't ever want to see Beast do this. We've already seen Beast do this a couple times in these videos. One triple buy from Beast with a Liet Kynes, triple spice buy.
Yeah, I think it's definitely possible to get caught in the trap to where you think you need to get a bunch of Fremen cards in your deck and you just go all in on getting that 1/2 Spice Must Flow turn. But you got to remember there's an opportunity cost to that. And if you give up too many points in other places, those extra points don't end up meaning as much at the end.
It's a really good point. What do you think of this Desert Ambush pickup for Leto?
It's an interesting pickup. I'm not a huge fan of the card. I think
Yeah.
the retreat ability, I guess you can pick one person to get rid of 2 troops. I don't know how much that ends up mattering. And I don't know. The one icon makes it a little bit tough for me as well.
Yeah, I think that's my biggest problem with it. Is just one icon.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great, but and it's totally a blowout sometimes. But man, is it a bit of a miserable card sometimes.
Yeah. I know.
Just
Yeah, it's usually, I feel like it's pretty rare to where you actually get a lot of value out of that card when you're playing.
Yeah, just a note here. Baron picked up Calculated Hire and Grand Conspiracy, so good to have the Grand Conspiracy early, though it is just one of the most difficult end game victory point conditions you can have. Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
early Holtzman for Tessia. I love this play. Really, really love this play. Getting the Holtzman early, and I think this is a reasonable round 3 Holtzman, so yeah. Going to be drawing an extra
Yeah.
card for the rest of the game, possibly getting an extra point. I mean, it's almost a guaranteed extra point, so...
Really powerful pickup, especially when you have a row filled with this many high-cost cards. Stilgar, Sardaukar Legion, Kwisatz, Full-Scale Assault. You're going to be getting value from that extra persuasion you're getting, so I really like it as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
And a bit of a denial, because we know... Oh, I'm back.
Oh, okay. We lost you for a second. Missed
Um,
you. Good.
Oh, yeah, I was just saying, I don't know how much of this was caught out, but getting the extra card every turn, especially with a lot of high-cost Imperium row cards, it's going to be a lot of value going forward.
Yeah.
And, of course, the extra point at the end is always nice.
Beast heads over
And
to
let's-
Carthag. Puts 4 guys in, of course, with the ring. And it's just a shipping for Leto. Going up. Not going to opt to go down to get the early sword. Oh, is reconsidering there.
Considering it.
Yeah, I think it's a reasonable consideration here. They could get it this turn. They are going to do it. Okay.
Okay.
Now, kind of interesting. Maybe a little bit worried that they'd be giving like Beast the Mentat here, but I don't think that's a huge worry. Interstellar for Baron.
Yep.
And what do you go up on here? I think probably just chase one of these alliances. I usually love chasing the Shipping Guild alliance if I can. Like that one is the hardest for everyone to get, and everyone's fighting over it. Yeah, Baron agrees here. Look at that. Spacing, get the spacing, go up to that alliance, get the extra 3 Solari, and you are rocking and rolling here. That's a tribute to Black Shadow, who's not here today, but he will be in the probably next video.
Wow, the early reveal here.
Oh, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep. Okay.
7? Wait.
They went to
8.
tech
Oh,
negotiation.
yeah. Nice. Wow. Okay.
So they're going all in on building this engine here.
Tessia.
I was wondering why they didn't go interstellar shipping, and I think that makes sense if they're going in for that.
What a solid play. Okay, so Tessia with the... I missed the tech negotiation for 8, but wow. Great pickup. Round 3, Holtzman and Kwisatz. Gotta say that Tessia is the slight favorite to win this at this moment.
Agreed. Although I think a theme we've been seeing throughout the tournament is that some people are building up these really powerful decks, great cards, and they don't have enough time to get that engine going to get those points. So
Absolutely.
it'll be interesting if Tessia can beat out the clock. And it doesn't look like anyone's racing ahead too fast.
Yeah.
Usually the Baron's the one you worry about with that, but
Gonna be a Hardy Warriors for the Beast. I think this is fine. You need some troops. You always want troops, so keep that stocked. You're gonna probably win this conflict with just the 4. Um, don't imagine. Well, actually, oh, I'm surprised. Actually, very surprised here that Duke Leto didn't opt to play the Desert Ambush and just like nug a bunch of beasts guys out of the conflict. That could have been a pretty big play actually, but maybe just isn't into it right now. Just diplomacy for the Baron. Where do you head? Wealth. Okay, wealth makes some
Yep.
sense.
Setting up for their Swordmaster,
Sure.
and they should be able to get there next round. Yeah.
He's only gonna have 4 to buy, and the row is looking a little bit stale. The Fatikin is good. Probably looking at this Imperial Spy and maybe like an Arrakis Liaison. There's a Stilgar pickup for Beast, so Beast looking on all Fremen here. Big Fremen build for Beast with the 8 kinds. Gonna be able to buy a lot of spice with that.
Yeah, and gotta love the swords they get from that as well.
Here, oh,
Okay,
it does
here's
it.
the Desert Ambush play.
Here's the Desert Ambush. See if that actually does it. It might not be enough. It might draw. It might force Beast to play one of their cards, which I think is actually better if you force one of these cards out of hand early, especially since, well, we know, but they don't know that it's a blackmail. And that would be quite the costly exchange here.
Yeah.
Reveal for Leto, I believe.
Yeah, I'd imagine this would be the Death Commando, and it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Good access. You get some swords if you happen to get the Fremen Bond going, and trashing cards out of your deck is always nice when you can get it on top of a Fremen card like that.
We see a
I
treachery
don't think
and
they have
power
any
play
Fremen
come up.
Bonds.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I love these cards. Tessia's going to be eyeing these up too.
Yeah, yeah. Tessia loves treacheries. I mean, these are just great cards. So here is a 2, 3, 4, 5 buy. 5 for power play or Sardaukar Legion. Which one do you choose? Oh man, I think Sardaukar Legion is just a crazy card lately. I've been loving this card. I think power plays are a totally reasonable play. I mean, you want to go up the tracks. Duke Leto needs to get, you can do sneaky things with it. But oh, is gonna play. Okay, so
Yep, forces it
Beast
out.
is gonna be forced to play to win this point, and I think you have to here, right? You need the trash, you need the point. If Beast doesn't get points on combat, they're basically dead in the water. So pretty good play here, Poppa knows.
Yeah, definitely want to draw that out early, and it'll put them a little bit farther back on that faction access tracks, which is nice for keeping this game going a little bit longer.
Absolutely. The Boundless Ambition in hand for Barons. That's a nice pickup. Probably won't be using that just yet because they need to get their Swordmaster. Um, what is Beast doing here? It's going to be a ring somewhere. Bring to Carthage just seems reasonable. I mean, you can kind of bully people out at this point. You have a lot of troops in garrison. You have 2 daggers in hand. I mean, what else are you going to do? Combat is Trade Monopoly. It's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a good one just to get first, second, or third. I think all of them are solid rewards. That water is going to be really nice. Or if you want the intrigue card, that's fine too.
Absolutely.
Oh, and they
There's
do pick up training drones. That's the tech we thought they were interested in the early game.
It's very nice. I like that one. Beast definitely just going full on combat. Not much else. I mean, with the Leah Kynes kind of like hedge, I suppose. Oh, here's a Dreadnought play for Leto. Leto with Dreadnoughts. This is actually a
Okay.
huge, actually kind of a huge block for Baron. If Baron was thinking about going Dreadnoughts this round, they're not going to get there. They probably weren't thinking about it, but you never know. They do have that Grand Conspiracy. Oop, picked up the
They pick
Memo
up the
Quarters.
memo quarters here.
Memo Quarters
Yep,
just a
and I think
one.
that's reasonable.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got the power play, so very likely you'll be able to meet that. Point for the Duke.
Baron is going to get interstellar access again if they choose to take it.
Yeah, I think you do, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just too good. No one's really bothering you.
Yeah, they've been getting a ton of value out of that space this game. They will have a little bit more conflict now that the Duke has gone in a little bit.
Another thing to note is no one else has enough Solari to go get the Swordmaster, so Baron can just take their time at this point.
Yeah.
They're probably gonna, Swordmaster and then Boundless Ambition, I'd imagine, somewhere. So we'll see. Guild Administrator
Tessia.
played for Tessia.
Yeah, we'll head over to smuggling.
Yep, yep.
Get a little something going over there. They need to get their Swordmaster online and their High Council seat because they are going for a Holtzman engine spice heavier strategy, it looks like.
Advanced weaponry is the pickup for Beast. That's kind of like tempting to use. You have exactly 3 Solari right now. Do you do it? Maybe you do. I actually kind of think I do. Here, just throw it in there.
Yeah.
I mean, even if it does kind of throttle you in terms of your income or your economy, it's a potential extra troop later on. It's still early in the game. We're only around 4. See
Yeah, and
what
they've shown
happens.
they're willing to go combat pretty heavy here. So I think it makes a lot of sense for them to get the Dreadnought, but it doesn't look like they elect to use it here.
Yeah. I actually think I would have liked that instead of putting all of the troops in. Just leave a couple of troops back, put the Dreadnought in. I guess you can maybe he's a little bit worried about the desert ambush, but that was played last round, right? So it's not going to happen again. Maybe. Action on the Duke. Duke has a couple of great options here. He can always go get some spice. There's a lot of spice on the planet, and he's got a diplomacy, so he could like get some spice. Can't quite get enough to go to. Oh, okay. He's opting for Hardy Warriors. I like this. I like the Hardy Warriors play. A
Yeah, a little
challenge.
surprised they haven't been taking the Mentat as much this game. I don't think they've gotten it once yet, and they do have that dagger sitting there. Always
I
nice getting some
agree.
extra actions going.
Absolutely agree. I think you really need to capitalize on the Leto's on the Duke's discount. Going last is such a huge boon. All right, here is the Swordmaster for the Baron.
Yep. So only 2 players without their Swordmaster now, blue and red, and I'd imagine red's trying to get their Swordmaster going as soon as possible. They only have to go to smuggling once,
I actually think
and they're
that
there.
Tessia is not going to even bother getting the Swordmaster the entire game. I would imagine.
Yeah.
They've got the Kwisatz, so every other round they're going to have an extra action. So it's almost like they have their Swordmaster most of the time, and the rest of the time they might just be able to Mentat anyway. Um, that's the way I play when I get the Kwisatz. I just ignore Swordmaster. But we'll see what happens. A reveal 3 for Beast. Nothing really that enticing in the row. Imperial Spy or an Arrakis Theosan are going to be the pickups here. Maybe, but maybe not. Just pass the turn.
I think
Or
they
did
did
oh, they
grab an
did.
Arrakis.
Yeah, they did. You're right. I'm sorry, I missed that. Some spice for the Duke. This looks good. Set you up for a possible conspire, possible selective breeding next round. I like the selective breeding here. Need to get going on those tracks.
Yeah, and always nice to have a little ring fuel going forward as well.
Absolutely. Pretty close combat. Is this a? Are they at the same place here? They're both at 11. Yeah.
Yep, yeah, because he revealed a dagger.
This is going to probably force Beast, if he wants to win this combat, to play his war chest. That. Oh, was Training Drones played?
I think he's flipping it back
Oh,
over
because he's
since
already
he
played it.
revealed. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think he
okay.
did use it. The issue is here, now we obviously hindsight 2020, but if they had used their Dreadnought and that 3 spice there, they would have gotten a recurring use. And but now, if they want to win this combat, gonna have to give up the war chest, which is a point potentially at the end of the game, so it could have some ramifications.
I think if you're Beast, you just let this go, even though it's painful, honestly, because you've already committed here. But committing a possible point for not a point, that's a little sus.
Agreed. And I don't think there's a huge difference between first and second here. Obviously, you like getting the bumps on the track, but spice and or an intrigue in a water isn't a bad reward at all.
Not at all. Baron picks up the Alliance. Ooh, having some trouble with that. I don't know what was going on. I was like locked in there or something. Yeah, Space and Guild Alliance for Baron. Picks up some Solari. Uses the Boundless Ambition to draw us. just cycling some money here. Look at this. Windfall for the Baron. Spend some money, get some more money.
That's a
Typical.
nice one to get to because you don't want to be sitting at 4 intrigue cards for too long. I've noticed that not a lot of people are going secret stealing, but
Yeah,
better to be safe than sorry.
yeah. 5 buy for Tessia. Think this, even though you're not going a heavy combat, you probably do pick up Sardaukar Legion. I think it's just too good. It
Yeah,
sets
really
you,
good value.
yeah, it sets you up for like a late game Highliner with some troops in the garrison, so you can throw 7 in. I mean, that's really what you want to aim for, right? You want a Highliner with 7, so you get the 5 plus the 2. Otherwise, you're just wasting it. I feel like half the time. So
There
yeah,
is an argument to be made not to get it though, because they are diluting their deck down. They have some really powerful cards, especially Quizette, which you want to be drawing in. And they've kind of indicated that they're not as concerned with winning combats here. Like, are you ever beating the Beast or the Duke or anyone else that's going a little bit heavier? They're probably not even going to get their Swordmaster this game.
probably not.
So
Yeah, I mean,
might not end up working out, but
yeah, I agree. They're probably not, but they might have an eye at maybe winning a second place for a point, maybe later down the road. Some extra spice for a second place tiebreaker, but they could also win a combat. I mean, it's out, not in the realm of possibility. Why can't I talk? I'm tripping over my words. So yeah,
and
well,
I guess it is nice getting a little bit of Emperor access as Tessie
yeah,
as well. The faction access cards are always going to be great for her.
combat.
Oh,
Beast is
I
gonna
am
play the war
surprised.
chest. It's an all-in beast. This is all-in beast. Gonna win all the combats. George is gonna pass, of course, and that's gonna do it.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised at that. I think I hold on to that. There are going to be some bigger combats coming up, but they do have a nice garrison, so they should be fine going forward.
Agreed. Looks like Beast is looking or eyeing up either High Council or a Swordmaster this round. We'll
And
see.
I believe Red collected there, right, with their
They
reward.
collected, yeah, they collected.
And I think they took the bump with the Fremen. Is that right?
Bump with the Fremen and then the
Yeah.
Solari. Yep.
Okay.
It is looking like a pretty scary beast. They got 5 troops in the garrison already. I mean, that's how you play Beast, man. You just keep your
Yeah.
garrison loaded.
And a victory point combat here. They should have a pretty easy time with the cards they have in hand right now.
Now, what's Leto gonna do here? Leto has an interesting choice. A possible steal of the Spacing Guild, but isn't gonna do that. Looks like. Oh, could still do it, I suppose. Up, down. What do you pick up here? You could get flagship here, right? 4, 5, 6. No, can't get it. Can't quite get it. What do you do here?
I think you take the double bump up, and because like you're saying, they could potentially steal this guild alliance.
Yeah.
They can get a double bump with power play, and then if smuggling's still open, they can go Signet Ring there.
Seems like they're reconsidering. Looks like it's going to be a power play. They've already shown their hand, so it'd be kind of weird to take it back at this point.
Yeah.
Go?
Always got to be cautious. Really try to think out your plays before you show the cards, just because you don't want to give anyone information at the table. I find myself doing that a lot, and I really try to take my hands off the cards until I'm about to play. Oh, they are going to go for it.
I like it. I like it. It sets them up for High Council, possibly a Mentat as well, so they could do all of those things this turn.
Unfortunately, not denying interstellar shipping will enable him to pretty easily defend this.
Yeah, yeah.
They could have went smuggling either way, but
You take Sonic Snoopers.
my thought would be just, oh yeah.
Or Hollow. Hollow or Sonic Snoopers, those are the options.
I really like Hollow Projectors. I think that's such a good card for just kind of bailing yourself out of bad draws in the late game.
I agree. Yeah, I think I'd probably take that too. I think Sonic Snoopers is a great late game pickup. Like, you might get screwed with some bad intrigue and you just really need to shuffle them in, but it's a little fringe. Looks like he's still deciding. You take the Solari yet?
Is that Grand Conspiracy they have in their hand?
Yeah, it is Grand Conspiracy.
Yeah. So I do get the idea behind wanting to maybe shuffle that out. Although
that is actually a good point. It's like, get rid of this crap. I don't need this anymore. Yeah. These are like 2 of the most miserable cards. Cannon Turrets is like really bad. I mean, it's okay, but retreating a Dreadnought that usually doesn't come into play, and then Grand Conspiracy is just, it's hard. It's really hard to get 4 things on this card.
Yeah, and it's one of those that's very projected. Like, if you get 2 Dreadnoughts, people are going to guess that you have Grand Conspiracy hand, and they're going to play around that a little bit.
You can get blocked. I think I would honestly take the Sonic Snoopers in this case. I don't know, as much as I like it, but...
Yeah, and they do have some bad ones in hand. Although they would... Because they will get an entry card here, so they'll need to draw... I think you do end up...
Ooh,
okay, they can play that right now.
Favored subject, great pickup. That's a point.
Yeah.
Baron up at
always
5.
Nice. And now they do have a Hail Mary play at the end if they want to get some of these bad cards out. Although I think I'd be tempted to play a little bit earlier. You know you're not doing anything with some of these.
Agreed. What's Tessia got here? Tessia has a lot of options, but one of those is not Highliner. So they're not going to be able to get this point. Probably not going to be able to go contest this much at all, and they're just a bit shy of High Council. So what do you do here? Do you go Wealth, then High Council? It's not terrible. You have this Counselor's Dispensation for some 2 extra spice if you do that.
Be a little tempted to get some water here. There is a decent amount of spice building up on the Great Flat that no one else has any water access to get to.
It's a really
And it does help you set you up for future spice turns if you need to go research station and you get a bad draw. But getting the High Council is always nice too. And I think...
Oh,
Okay.
Mimic Film. I think they're eyeing up this Mimic Film up here. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it kind of makes sense with the engine they've been building.
Invasion Ships is the flip in the tech row. It's a good one. I think this one is underrated. I think it's one of the more powerful techs, but it is expensive.
Yeah, it's been growing on me a lot. It's pretty much free interstellar shipping access
Yeah.
for the rest of the game, which is hard to turn down. Great value. In addition to the troops you get, obviously.
Hardy
The
Warriors.
beast going in again.
Here we go. Advanced weaponry. Yeah.
Oh, nice. They play it now. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where you're kind of kicking yourself for not playing it before when you could have, because it would have saved your thing. And I think maybe if you go down the line of saving up for your Swordmaster, you continue down that line. But I think this works too.
Yeah. You know, Beast is on the verge of just running away with this. If they get this combat and possibly another one, they're gonna be sitting pretty high on the points.
Oh yeah, and very capable of getting Spiceman's flows in the end game, so they'll be able to close this out as well if they're able to get too many points from these combats.
Now, Tessia's only got 1 of their snooper tokens yet. They really need to get on that. I think you're right though. I think water here is the play. Get some extra water. It gets you 2 extra water for the play.
Oh yeah,
which sets you up.
Also interesting to note, the Beast did not choose to use their tech there to get the extra troop in, so might not end up punishing them if they go to another combat space.
Leto picking up an allied armada is pretty nice. They don't have the alliance yet, but they're trying to get it back. They're really trying really hard to get it back.
it's gonna be close. I don't know. I think you can end up wasting a lot of time chasing all the way up like this.
I agree. Yeah.
And at some point you do want to just give up, but we'll see. They might be able to get a point out of this.
Probably wasn't trying to pick up an allied armada, trying to pick up something that helps them go up the tracks. There's lots of cards that do it, so.
Yeah. Baron here with a Siege Tabor setting up for their own 2 water. And they will be able to get it before Tessia now.
Sure will. Pretty forward
You
thinking.
have the access.
So Tessia's play here. Think you do it anyway. Yeah, I mean you definitely want to do this anyway. You want to get the bonus with or the bump, I mean, with like the Emperor, and then the bonus bump with the Bene Gesserit. So I mean, generally speaking, you can do it any other way, but this makes the most sense to me. Possibly sets up Tessia to fight in the future. I mean, it's a little unusual, but we'll see. I'm looking to pick up some Solari anyway, so.
Okay, the Beast will use their tech now, and they will reveal.
Picks up.
Oh, okay.
2,
That's probably what
4,
changed their mind about
6,
using that Dreadnought
7,
card.
8, 9. They had 9, right? 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, wow.
Wow. Actually, a little bit surprised. I think I'm probably just going for the point there if I'm them, but this does, of course, build up that engine a little bit, so we'll see. And wow, Sayadina coming off.
Does this change anything for any of the other players? I mean, both Baron and Tessia are set up to use that card.
Yeah, Tessia's sitting at 3, and she will probably get it unless the Baron wants to give up 2 actions this round, which is kind of hard to do.
Yeah.
Especially when you have that fold space. You kind of want to get that out of your hand. You don't want to be drawing into that later.
High Council for Leto, and then we're going to see a Great Flight, of course, for the Baron. You can't give up the spice. There's too much spice.
Yeah.
Baron not bothering to throw anything in. It's a little suspect here. I mean, maybe a little bit like saying I don't have combat cards in my hand by not going in, but they probably could have picked up some extra Solari if they wanted to and denied Tessia. Not sure
Yeah,
it was
they
worth
do
it,
have
but
an action left. They might be. They might just be planning on going to one
oh
of the
yeah,
city spaces. Although I usually would be tempted to use the full space to go to a faction track.
yeah, yeah.
They could end up getting that alliance with the Emperor, but wow.
Treachery pickup for Tessia. It's a big one.
Okay, yeah. Passing up on the Sayadina, they do have the water required, but they do end up both being a point, especially if you only cycle through Sayadina and get the water once.
Yeah, yeah, I guess so. And the treachery just plays into what Tessia does better overall. So there's
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
I think that's the right pickup.
All right, Baron locking in that Spacing Guild alliance. No more shenanigans from Leto. That is it. And here comes the Baron.
And oh wow, okay, they are going
Whoa.
in.
All
They know
right.
what they have to deal with. They have perfect information. Red doesn't have any intrigue cards in hand, so
It's time to pull the trigger, says Baron Vladimir Harkonnen.
yeah,
That
this
is
is such a good
mine.
feeling to have as the person putting in all the troops because you can calculate out exactly what you need to win.
Yep.
No wasted resources at all.
Yeah, it's always great to be fighting against someone who doesn't have any intrigues. That's a big deal, too. But great plays, great plays. We'll see. Baron starting to run away a little bit. The 3 persuasion, not gonna probably pick up anything. Maybe, oh, maybe Sayadina here. Yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
And this is a great card even if you don't get the victory points from it. They
Absolutely.
do have some Fremen Bond cards in their deck, so
Shifting comes up in the Imperium row. That's gonna pretty much interest anybody. It's one of the strongest cards in the game. For how
oh yeah, and some alliances
flexible.
still up for grabs. No one's gone to Bene Gesserit yet this game.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah. We might end the game without the Ben Gesserit Alliance. Possibly. I don't see that happening. Tessia with the Kwisatz finally has the Piter also, so their deck is starting to churn a little bit. They need to do a little bit of trashing here to get some of the detritus out. I could see that being the first play here. I mean, actually, Imperial Basin has 3 spice, so how do you turn that down? I mean, 3 spice, Signet Ring, maybe shift up with the Emperor. I don't know. Like, I think that might be the play. You save the Kwisatz for a little bit later. Get your High Council this turn or this round. You could do all of these things.
Yeah, a lot of options here. And Kwisatz does make a little bit harder to calculate out at your turns because now you're deciding, do I want to play it earlier? Usually I like to save it for later in the rounds. You know, you do get around everything else. So you can claim some nice spots and then use that as your last action.
Right,
People
exactly.
are going to know it's her last card in her hand now because she hasn't played it. A little bit unlucky drawing it in the last hand, but
Now, there's a kind of weird play you can do is if you go harvesting spice. Doesn't look like that's what's going to happen, but if you go harvesting spice and then move your harvested spice worker or your agent over at the end of the round, because now Tessie is going to get first action next round, you'll be able to harvest that again and it will accumulate spice. So that's actually kind of a cool play you can do, but things have to align right. This technically does align in that direction. We'll see what Patience does here.
yeah. And a little bit of a miss action there by blue. They showed their signet ring and showed that they were going to head up to interstellar shipping because yellow still
Oh,
hasn't gone yet, and
oh,
it
they
is their
did
turn.
they? Oh, they skipped
A
yellow. Oh, I
little bit
see. Yeah,
awkward
yeah.
there.
I thought yellow had one gone. That's weird.
I thought they had two, but then I looked and yeah, they still had all their things, and they don't actually have interstellar shipping access anyway, so it won't end up mattering.
Yep, yep.
Working on that alliance now.
Okay, this is totally reasonable as well. Gotta go up the tracks. Gotta get some troops, and probably take this Solari. Maybe the spice here. Actually, I'm not 100%. Either one seems fine. The Solari gets you your Swordmaster. I don't know if you need it. It cuts into
A
your
little,
buying.
little surprised they're going for the Bene Gesserit first. I know usually that's the last snooper token you want to get, just
Yeah,
because getting that intrigue card is always nicer than getting the troops.
yeah, that's a good point. Maybe they just think like, well, I'm not going to get the Emperor. Maybe they're too far
Yeah,
away
and
from the
yellow's right
Emperor.
there.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yep, getting a lot of Solari. They can have their pick now. Swordmaster or High Council. Although I'd imagine Red would be grabbing it here with their Arrakis liaison.
Probably gonna see an Arrakis liaison here to Swordmaster. No, yeah, to Swordmaster to Beast.
Yep.
Beast. I didn't realize had not gotten a Swordmaster yet. Usually they
Yeah,
get them
actually
early.
helped out there by that collection by Tessia,
Yeah, yeah.
giving them the perfect amount needed.
There we go.
Yeah.
Min tap for
Finally, let's
Leto.
go.
Draws a
Such a good action.
diplomacy. It's a great pickup for Leto. Lots of good options. Boundless ambition over to secrets. Ooh.
Getting a lot of intrigue cards here.
Spend another one and get another one. Lucky them, they can use these. Well, there's nothing. Ooh, this is kind of sketchy. So Baron does need to use these, or they could get stolen by the Kwisatz. I don't know if that's something that the Tessia player, that Patience would want to do. I could see
it would be a pretty play because it would also give them the alliance.
Yes,
so they'd get 3 intrigue cards out of that Kwisatz.
Wow, that would actually be a pretty big play. Let's see what they do. They pass. Oh, this is too good. Okay, he's not going to do it though. Oh, you.
Okay.
I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed.
Yeah, that would have been an exciting play.
All right.
They might get a chance. The thing is, if you're watching Yellow's intrigue cards too, you know they've been holding on to some of those cards for a long time and not playing them, which might give you an inkling. I mean, we know that they wouldn't be very useful for points. Maybe you can get the Grand Conspiracy points.
Exactly. You're thinking they're either like combat or they're the end game points. That's likely the thing they've got because they've been holding them for a long, long time. Here's some troops. Tessia eyeing the spice here.
Not the best combat.
It's not.
I think if I'm playing here, I'm probably saving up for the conflict 3. I wouldn't commit too much if I was the beast here.
Beast going up to 6 spice now has enough for a highliner. Now everyone's playing super fast. Here's Leto to selective. Yep, makes a lot of sense. It really did hurt Tessia not to get access to spice this round. They would have loved to collect spice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Enough for Leto to buy a spice. Is that something they're going to want to do? They really need to get going on these tracks. How have they not been cooking up these tracks?
They haven't been getting a lot of value out of the ring. Unfortunately, chasing over here with the guild had a pretty big cost to it now that they haven't been able to get really any of the other 2 victory points. They're close with all of them. It shouldn't take too long, but big delay there. Okay, and the Baron setting up for his Sayadina when he ends up trolling it. Going to Siege Tabor.
Here it
comes. Okay. We'll see if they make the secrets play.
Let's see. All right. Are we doing it? Are we going to steal a bunch of cards? Let's do it. Come on.
Yeah.
Ooh, let's go for it.
Thinking about it.
Ooh, I can't wait. Come on. You know what you want to do. Just go. Go to secrets. He's eyeing it. It's a point. It's 1, 2, 3 cards. Come on.
Yeah, and it helps slow down Yellow a little bit here.
Yeah, Yellow is in the lead right now. Yeah, they're 6 points right now. Baron looking very scary. Of course, the Baron in the second position we all know and love, or love to hate. It's one of the strongest positions for Baron, who is one of the strongest characters. I think you got to do it, right? You just slow him down so much. And what's the best thing you can hit? The best thing you can hit is like the Ixion Probe or the Master Tactician. That's not bad. The Poison Super's fine. You don't want to hit the Grand Conspiracy. You want that to rot in the Baron's hand. That's not going to happen. There's no way. This Baron is so far away from getting that to happen. This is a tough decision. It's a tough decision. It's not. It's going to be a Research Station instead.
Wow.
4 draw.
I'm a little surprised by this. I don't think they're getting... Yeah, they don't have their High Council seat. They only have 4, or they have 5 Persuasion right now, so you have to draw...
I am really surprised.
4 additional. I mean, you could probably do it with 3.
But... You could do it with 3. Yeah.
I don't know. There are easier points to get right now.
This is such a hard
You have a little
call.
more time.
I mean, I think I mean, the 2 plays that I see are steal the cards or go High Council. You just set up for next turn because your Holtzman engine is cooking. You really need the extra 2 influence like now. You really don't need to draw cards and miss. Like the chances of you missing are pretty high. I think he's gonna.
Yeah, and if you miss here, it's such a disaster. You've committed all of your water.
It's awful. Oh, he's going for it. Okay, here we go. We just need 4. He gets it. All right, he got it. He got 9. Wow. And he gets a treachery. So this is looking good. Things are aligning for Tessia. We're
Yeah, and
probably
they
going
do
to see him
commit the
take
troop.
down this. Yeah. Wow. Okay. The gambles. You got to risk big to win big, as they say.
Yeah, and it's gonna work out here.
Papa G sitting on a diplomacy play here, most likely going to go hit up the Hardy Warriors again. Or just go get some more water. I mean, you can just go get some more water and throw your dreadnoughts in, and that's probably good. You're really a little bit vulnerable here to just losing this combat. Yeah, okay, that's what he's going to do.
Yeah, and you just want to set up for a really strong turn next turn. They have Leah Kynes in their deck.
What?
They have these Arrakis. Oh,
What? Wait. Why? I. The dreadnoughts aren't in combat. Why did you just throw a
maybe they're
dreadnought
afraid
in?
of having their dreadnoughts sent away to a space for the Conflict 3 coming up. I mean,
I.
I don't know.
Huh? Oh, maybe. They want to save him. Okay.
Yeah,
I hadn't thought about that. I mean,
you do lose some value here, obviously. And I
yes.
think this game's pretty far away from ending. I could see two Conflict 3s coming off, so you would end up getting that dreadnought back.
Yeah, it's gonna all depend on the Baron. If the Baron can streak up that Emperor track, if they can like find a couple more points, they have like a couple points in hand. That Emperor track and the Bene Gesserit, so that's two. Then they buy a Spice, then it gets a little bit suspect there. They can probably get there too if they get this Ixion probe off. We'll see. Here's the Poison Super. It just finds a little bit of crap.
Yeah.
Sitting on 5 persuasion. Needs to get to 9, so 4 more, and they have a Spice, but 16
I
probe's going
don't
to be
think,
no help.
yeah, no way they're getting it.
Not this turn. Not this round. Oh, they're going to go for it, though. I don't know what they're going for. They're trying to draw something else. What can they draw?
And should, in theory, know the last two cards of their deck.
Okay. Maybe they just wanted to get those out of there. Okay, I can see this as a reasonable play if you just wanted to get them out of there and you weren't buying anything anyway.
Maybe they're trying to play around the secrets play for next turn, trying to get some intrigue cards out of their hand.
Okay. Yeah.
I
Sure.
think I save it, though. I mean, you already took the risk this turn. No one ended up... Well, you did take the spot, but...
Yeah,
That Ixion Probe could come in a lot more handy next turn, especially if you get a dead draw.
it's a clutch card. It's really good. Yeah, I think it's great.
Yeah.
But I mean, that makes a lot of sense if you're just trying to get it out of your hand. It ends up hurting a little bit because Baron would have liked that shifting allegiances. Isn't going to get anything now. So maybe, yeah, I mean, maybe at this point your hand was kind of crap of intrigue and you just let people steal it. I like doing that. I just like hold a bunch of cards and then you say like you can steal it, it's fine. But because the chances of them hitting something that I actually want is pretty low, most of the
Yeah, and in
time.
that scenario, I don't think you're too heartbroken about losing any one of those cards. Ixion Probe would
Exactly.
probably be the worst one, but you spent it trying to defend it, so you lost it anyway.
Exactly. Okay. Whoa, what's that? Where's that going? I got to reveal now.
They get one extra action. I was wondering why they were taking a little while to reveal.
All
Okay,
right.
so they will get it here. They'll get some extra troops in too.
It's going to be for Tessia this combat, and then they're going to also buy Spice Must Flow, putting them up to 4 points. They're going to start tracking back, and yeah, this is a new version of this mod, so everyone's kind of getting used to it. It's nice. I like this one.
Yeah, no, it's great.
This is going to be shifting for Beast. Yeah, Beast is looking kind of scary. Even though Beast is only sitting at 4 points right now, you kind of have to be careful because now Beast has shifting. Beast is like primed to win a level 3 combat, and then they're back in it. You know.
Yeah, and every time Beast plays shifting allegiances, that's a point. They're missing points on every other faction track.
Yep, exactly. Beast also sitting very low on 3 tracks could be trying to like bait people. I don't know if this is gonna ever work, but if people just keep buying tech, they might. They're sitting on 6 spice. They could just immediately buy a spice satellites, and that's 3 extra points. So everyone's got to be a little careful about that. The reveal for Leto shows 7, 8, 9. This is gonna be a spice for Leto as well.
Yep, catching up a little bit. Yeah, that's a new feature too. The Spice Must Flow point automatically coming over when you hit acquire.
Yeah, that's pretty convenient actually. Let me zoom out. But, yeah, can't perfectly find the right ratio to show the game. All right, we're gonna go to combat, and Tessie's gonna take this down pretty convincingly. Picks up a Master Tactician, always nice to have. And we'll get 3 spice, and that is going to do it. We're on to our first level 3 conflict. Battle for Carthag. Carthag not controlled by anybody, so no one's going to get an extra troop in the conflict. And action is on Tessia.
He's getting a big combat hand here. Saving up those 2 dreadnoughts is actually going to be pretty important now that they have that card to reveal. Giving the extra swords to both of them.
Ooh, Tessia looking at a good hand here, except for the Spice Mist Flow, which is crap, but they can trash that if they need to. They've got a lot of access in hand. Yeah, this is going to take a little bit to sort through, I'd imagine.
Yeah, where do you go here?
Yeah, I don't know. Definitely want your High Council this round.
I'd be tempted to take Mentat here.
I like Mentat. The only issue is if you Mentat and don't draw a green symbol, then you're not going to get your High Council. I like this. This makes a lot of sense. Get your point. This is a point in hand. Trash a card. Trash that Spice Must Flow out of your deck. I mean, you're tipping your hand that you don't have Corner of the Market a little bit. Oh, okay. So he's leaving Corner of the Market as an option. I do like this. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, and I think they should be able to get that second point, that second Spice Must Flow.
For sure.
I think that's reasonable. And they'll be drawing a lot of cards here, so the Spice Must Flow won't weigh them down as heavily.
Also,
of course, they're going to be kicking themselves if they don't end up getting to 9, but...
Yeah, they also have to keep the Spice Must Flow for Holtzman, which is probably what they're thinking here. So the extra point for Holtzman only is available if you keep the Spice Must Flows. Moving up 1, that's just sort of like a let's do this because I have nothing better to do, and it's not getting any extra value.
Yeah, and playing around secrets a little bit. And it's not a dead action either because they can still use that ring to shift it into something else. Oh, okay, research station here from the Beast.
Yeah. Wow.
A lot of daggers here, and Liat Kynes.
It's scary.
They did play Stilgar. That is a Fremen, so that's an extra 2.
Yes, it is, and it's a scary.
They might be able to win this combat and get a Spice Must Flow this round.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 10, 11,
yeah.
11. Yeah. All right, Leto heads over to harvest some more spice. They just need more spice. I don't know. Oh, they haven't dispatched an envoy. That's good. So they're looking up Highliner.
They're looking up Highliner, yeah.
Yeah, and they're not going to be contested. Beast is sitting at 8, but probably would have Highlinered first.
Yeah, unfortunately not drawing into the Highliner access.
Yeah, that does put a damper in the Beast's plans. I don't know if it's going to be enough. Leto does have a lot of options here, but not as many as Beast. Beast has a lot of swords in hand. Jeez. That's 6 extra power for a full-scale assault. 6, 7, 8.
That's great value.
It's just nuts. 14 power.
Not using their training drones again. It is hard to remember to use the techs, but I'm sure they would like to use it here. Just guarantee that extra troop in.
Yeah, yeah. There have been a couple of situations where I've had training drones and then I was waiting on it and then the space I wanted to go to got blocked and I didn't have access, and then you just can't use it for its potential, full potential.
Yeah.
Happens.
Always hurts a little bit.
Does. Here's Baron. Fold spacing over to Hardy. This is gonna be a bit not enough. They're sitting on some combat cards. They're probably thinking like, yeah, okay, we can probably challenge for second, but
Cannon turrets is gonna be brutal for the Beast here, especially if they're counting on all those swords from the reveal.
Tessia finally gets the High Council. That is a very solid play. Now they're kind of free to do what they want with the rest of their cards. Gonna reveal for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not too shabby. And then we'll have a Counselor's Dispensation plus a Spice Must Flow for a total of, for a maximum of 4 spice at the end of the round. Let's see what Tessia does with that. It's on Beast in a moment, as soon as the turn gets passed. What is Tessia thinking about? Oh, okay, there we go. All right, so we got action on the Beast. We're looking at a Signet Ring over to Carthag. Well, maybe not. I was thinking now, I mean, you can play the Signet Ring and still have enough for Spice, so I think you just do that. He's looking
Yeah.
to draw. He's looking for some access here. Doesn't find it. Just more nothing.
Pretty useless draw.
Yeah. But he has the alliance, or an alliance, so can put a total of 5 troops in. 2 from the
He
ring,
does
1
get the
from...
training drones off now.
Yep, yep. So what is that? That's 14, 22. Puts him at 22, but that's not what it's going to show right now.
Yeah, he's going to be at 14.
Leto will get to 12, 17, 21 with currently as things stand. 21 if they go to Highliner. That's just shy of where they want to be. They have a couple actions left though. The big problem is no Blue City access, so that's a really big deal. Okay, we're going to Dreadnoughts. We're going to go Dreadnoughts. And we're
Yellow's
probably
going to get so much value out of their cannon turrets here.
Yes, they
Kicking out
will.
2 different dreadnoughts. This is best case scenario.
That's really, really good. I was poo-pooing this card a little bit, but this is the situation where it works.
Very rare, but it does come up.
All right. And what are they buying here? Oh, they just passed?
I think you want to just use the Highliners. I think that's their plan anyway.
Man, I almost don't agree. I think invasion ships might actually be worth it here.
Yeah, it only gives you 1 less troop than going Highliners. Of course, you don't get the water, but
yeah, and it's hard to throw the guys in. I guess that's a big deal. Is how do you get your troops in when that happens? You're looking for a Highliner plus a diversion, but diversion's not going to get him extra troops in this situation.
Yellow's going to go to Carthage.
Double cross for Baron. Does he actually think he has enough to do this here? That'd be 10. He's doing it right now? Oh, because he doesn't want to get
Usually...
He doesn't want to get stolen. Yeah, he doesn't want to get stolen. All right. Red lose a troop. You gain a troop. Yellow gets one from supply. Did they get one?
Yeah, did they take it? They did add 1, but they also went to Carthage.
That was from Carthage. Yeah, there you go. Okay.
I don't think they've taken the...
They did just now. They just
okay.
Yeah. And here is a bypass protocol. What is this for?
Just playing around secrets again, probably.
It's so...
They're drawing into all these intrigue cards, and they're having to throw them away as soon as they get them, just because...
Just let them steal things.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. Like this card can get you... Oh, wait, does that get him 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? It gets him to Spice. Okay, so that's good. You're going to see Spice must flow from Tessia. Tessia now at 6 points. Everyone kind of evening out here. If Beast takes this down, it's going to put us pretty much level.
Yeah, Baron's slowing down a little bit.
Yeah, Baron tends to do that.
They might be able to get some...
Yeah.
They'll probably win this combat.
You think Baron's going to win this combat? With 5 extra
command? With the cannon turrets, I don't think...
No.
What does the Beast have face down right now?
Oh, no, you're right. They can. Beast has full-scale assault, dagger, and dagger. So they're sitting
what's the card that they're going to play? Are they going to try and get more troops in here? Or
it's a liaison.
Yeah. Okay, they could go siege.
They could go siege.
Get 1 more.
Yeah, you're right, though.
They might be eyeing up one of these techs, though.
Wow, if Baron wins this combat, that is huge. That is huge. But, here's the problem. Here's the problem with this this Leto play. The Leto play is actually going to put a bunch of troops in, and then the Dreadnought's going to retreat. As opposed, you want it. I mean,
yep.
There's no way to get it back in at that point, so that's unfortunate. Okay, this is a tie for Beast at the moment. Man, this is close. I think Baron's going to end up winning this combat. Yeah.
Yeah, 5 swords from hand. The thing is, though,
no,
the Beast is going to have 5 swords themselves from hand, just on reveal. But they're going to lose 3 from their Dreadnought.
Yeah. Leto's gonna have
That's going to put
20.
them at 2 more than they're at right now.
Oh god, the math. Yeah,
Yeah.
Leto's gonna be at 20
Not
after
the
the
best.
after the dreadnought retreats. Oh no, never mind. 19. There you go.
Okay, a little competition here.
Might be a little bit of tit for tat for taking that alliance away. And the draw is quid pro quo can do that now and take the alliance.
Yeah. You play this now, I
You
think.
play it now.
Just take that alliance. You don't know what the Baron has left. Well,
I mean, he doesn't have to do it now. He can
they
do
can't,
it.
yeah.
He can do it later, but
It does force you to have to go back if you want to get the value from it anyway.
he's definitely going to get access or action before the Baron. So there's that. Baron doesn't have any access there. All right, everyone is going to be able to see this really, really dangerous full-scale assault. 8 extra daggers. Is that going to be enough? It puts him at 24. He loses 3, goes to 21. Does Baron get there with 1 extra? No, there's no more spaces. So so Baron can't throw anything else in. So Baron has this plus the 5. So they're going to get the 20. So Beast, as it stands, will win this combat by 1 point. By 1 sword. No, but the Red Dreadnought gets retreated.
Yeah, so that's what... Yeah, because that's a total loss of 6 daggers when that Dreadnought retreats.
It is 6 daggers and 3 power. Wow, okay, never mind. I think the Baron's going to end up taking this one down. That's just crazy. And he's got he's got an extra dagger in hand too, so yeah. And it'll be 22 power. It's crazy. Wow. Yeah, Leto would have hoped to pick up something else here. This is it's not the
Baron could take the Menta here. Give themselves an extra action. You're probably not buying Spice this turn anyway, so you could just use that Arrakis Recruiter. I don't know what you're... Oh!
No, he can buy Spice.
I didn't notice this, but Guild Bankers ended up coming off.
But no, Baron can buy Spice. He played Bypass Protocol, right? Oh, no. That's a one-time. That's not the one that adds to your reveal. Never mind.
Yeah,
he's not buying. I'm getting that one confused with the one that gives you like 2 when you reveal. Yeah, I think you're right.
Although even if you do get the Mentat, where are you going to really be able to go with it? You know, there's nothing here that's going to enable you to get more troops in, even if you do draw a card.
That's a really good point. This hand is kind of not useful. So I guess you just reveal, ignore the buy. You've got tons of cards. Your deck is...
Yeah, they're never... I don't think they're cycling through their deck enough to actually make use of any card they buy. It would be more of a denial from someone else.
And the Guild Bankers is good.
Yeah, I would take that just so no one else can have it.
Yeah.
Getting a potential double Spice at the end can really screw you in the late game.
Definitely don't want Beast to get it.
Oh my god, imagine.
Wow. I feel like I'm getting told off by the designer for having this card in the game right now.
You made one comment about it, and now it's going to
comment.
get the most value.
I think it is, though, one of the worst combat cards in the game, but I think right now you're getting maximum value.
Yeah.
Oh, man, Baron's just like rubbing his
so
hands together.
The 24 for now. And they're probably feeling pretty good about themselves.
Holy crap. I am so
sorry. And they do take
sorry.
a Spice in the slow as well.
Yeah. It's looking good.
And
They're
them
probably
up to 5.
7. Everything's looking good. Jeez. Alphanova schooling us in how to use cannon turrets. It's Imperial Bashar pickup for Leto. I don't know if I like this pickup. I think it's too late for anything.
You're just revealing cards that could potentially help someone else that might be closer to reshuffling. I usually just pass at this stage.
Yeah, Appropriate came
This could be a huge deal with a flagship on the line. Oh, there's the cannon turrets.
Big deal.
So that actually drops them a little bit more than I think they just calculated. Where was they at? Were they at 24?
It's
Because I think they just dropped it by the 3, but they would also lose 3 daggers for the full scale assault.
Yep.
Okay, there we go.
Hey everybody, this is CJ from the future. I'm pausing the video really quick to let you know that in this moment we actually got this rule wrong. When you reveal, the swords you have on your cards is locked in, and so the 6 extra daggers that were given by the full scale assault could not be taken away. Ultimately, it didn't affect the end of this combat, And so everything worked out fine, but we wanted to let you know that that's how it's supposed to work. All right, back to the game.
I think they're figuring it out. Wow.
That is
And
insane.
yeah, Beast is gonna have no answer here.
Wow, what a blowout. Holy
This is what the
crap.
Baron needed.
Baron now
This
sitting
game's
at
gonna be ending
8
pretty quick.
points. Plans within plans to pick up the Beast. Does that do anything? No.
No, they are the farthest.
No. Oh my.
They're still hoping for the spy satellites.
It's still an out, actually. It's still an out for Beast, but nobody's going to buy.
No, no one has. Well, the Duke could take flagships. They picked up a lot of spice.
Arakeen is the next conflict, and Yellow gets a troop. Get that all sorted out. There we go. Very strong hand from Tessia here. We got a Treachery and Kwisatz, a ring, which is kind of be meaningless at this point, but I mean, you've got Treachery and Kwisatz.
And a very quick Highliners from the Beast here.
Yeah, Beast needs to get this going.
And did they use their training drones?
They did.
Okay, they did, yeah. Okay, because they had one too many in. I thought they did.
Yeah. Oh man, I can hear Papa G just like raging right now from that play. Like what?
I know,
what
that hurts.
That was such a blowout.
That's a scenario where you just have to keep calm and not let it affect the rest of your game, because they could still pull out a solid finish here.
Oh, absolutely. Every single point matters, and every place matters in this tournament. So you got to scrape for it. Can't count anyone out here. I think Leto's a little behind, but is about to get a bunch of points.
Yeah. Yeah, they just kind of need to go around and collect all the easy points that have been sitting around. And they can do that. They have their diplomacy as well, so that's another point.
Uh-oh, it's frozen.
They must have accidentally hit L on it.
All right, there we are back. And we had a bit of a disconnect here, but all good. We had the Beast play over to Highliner, which he saw, and then Leto play over to Still Suits, getting the point. Getting the point with a Fremen. Whoops, put that up on 5 for them. And yeah, and drawn a card with the full space got a Desert Ambush, so could be a big deal here. We'll see if it works. Boundless for wealth for the Baron.
Yep, makes a lot of sense. Locking down that alliance now. Don't have to worry about green. A little bit surprised green didn't elect to take that themselves.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. I mean, they had the option.
Because I doubt they're getting much competition for still suits.
Yeah, I agree. I think that was a mistake. Yeah, I think it was a mistake. Because you have 2 access, so you could definitely have done that.
Yeah, and at that point, you're denying first place a point, which would help slow down the game. Because you need this game to go in a little bit longer if you're the Duke.
Well, technically, I mean, Duke actually has the ability to do that with quid pro quo in hand. They can still diplomacy up to conspire and get that done. So they still have the option.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So, yeah, they probably saw that. They probably thought that through.
Yeah.
Good play there. That's a 2-point swing. So, what does Tessia do here?
Yeah, a lot of options.
This might be the last time you see your treachery, right? So, I think this is going to be the turn you play it, but where do you play it to?
Little unfortunate that wealth was taken there. I'm sure they would have liked to have gotten that point.
Agreed. They need that point. They could go harvesting. If they go harvesting, they could still get there. They can use the Counselor's Dispensation to right now and then treachery.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So they're not blocked. That blocks Leto. Oh, that hurts Leto so much.
Yeah, that would be disastrous if that's what they were planning to do. Oh, my goodness.
Wow, yeah, that does kind of seem the play here. You need that as Tessia. You need that extra bump. You need the troops. I mean, maybe she's thinking about, like, maybe I can go get Highliner this turn. Would I be able to win it? No, you can't get Highliner. It's already been taken.
No, you're never going to beat the Beast here.
You're
Yeah.
never gonna get
That too, yeah.
I think you get the points.
I mean, they could Kwisatz to the Highliner.
They could, but they're going to need a lot of spice for that. And they currently are missing a couple of spice. They only have 2 actions, and then the Kwisatz.
Yeah, I think the only way they actually end up getting their Haga base in, they play the intrigue card that gives them 6 and they go over there. But I don't think they're winning the combat even if they do go through all that. Hey, electing to go for the Carthag play instead.
Oh, okay. We see a staged incident. Big pickup for Tessia.
Awesome pickup, especially with
Wow.
troops in garrison. They can make it take big advantage of that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I think, yeah, probably the best pickup they could have gotten, considering that, maybe planes with a land. No,
Well, I mean, this is
would have been
yeah.
better. Yeah,
Corner of
it's
the
still a great
market, I
pickup.
think, is probably
Corner
the
of the
best
market,
pickup.
yeah.
But yeah, that's a great pickup. It's gonna be a point for Tessie at the end of the round. Wait, so you get 7. Then they need to be able to buy spice, so they're gonna need some water here. Unfortunate that they're kind of blocked on most places here, and in fact blocked everywhere for water, not spice. I'm sorry, did I say that? What's Beast looking at here? He's looking at reconnaissance somewhere.
So blue is using their signet ring here, and they are taking a bump down with the Fremen, it looks like.
Okay.
That is an
Interesting.
interesting play. And I don't think they're going to have any way of getting that Fremen point back before this game ends.
Well, they can Kwisatz there if they needed to.
Yeah.
It's still going to be pretty... Well... Oh, wait. 1, 2... Can they take the Alliance this round? No. They can even or equal equal the Baron with the Alliance. That's about the best they can do. Okay.
Tessia on the Emperor track. Actually,
On the
she
Emperor,
could
yeah.
with the treachery, and then she could quiz that
Oh, you're right.
to
Treachery
wealth
plus...
and take it away.
You're right. Absolutely could take it away. That's a massive play here.
That would be, yeah, and that could drag this game out a little bit longer.
That's
You really
exactly...
just want to stop Baron from winning here.
Yeah, that's exactly what everyone wants to do here is just stop the Baron. Everyone's all pile on the Baron here, and this is sometimes what happens. I mean, you're just clearly out ahead, and everyone is going to try to take your alliances away.
Yeah, definitely not a straightforward play. We'll see if Tessia sees it.
It'd be a pretty massive play, too. You could have the 2 extra troops in combat. You'd have to.
Oh, yeah.
Could retreat them, too, if you needed to.
Yellow's setting up for the Sayadina point.
This looks good. They're probably thinking they have it in hand right now. But... Oh, what? Gonna do it this
Okay,
way.
so they are still set up to do it.
I think this is the
Only issue
wrong
is
play.
that they can definitely be blocked, and I'd imagine likely will be blocked by
They
the
will
Duke
be
here.
blocked. Yeah, Duke Leto's. Oh, this is a mistake. I think you do it the other way around, right? How do you not do treachery first? I mean, yeah, sure, you give up that you're doing it, but you block anyone else from going there. Maybe you just didn't think anyone else was going to go there. Sardaukar Legion,
Okay.
I mean, it's
Pretty
access,
much here.
but that's not going to do it. Oh, Leto. Maybe Leto lets it happen, though. Oh,
Yeah, that would be the only thing. Although, as Leto,
You could just
you
take
can
it.
get the line.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
just take it.
So I guess,
Oh, man.
regardless, as long as someone sees it, this alliance will be taken away from the Baron.
Yeah. All right. Careful observation is complete. Everyone has been observed carefully. Spice must flow pickup after an Arakeen for Beast. That's not great, but
Yeah, not what you're looking for.
hits the rings or uses the ring, so has a lot of power here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they're taking this one down. Okay, here's the diplomacy. We'll see if they head on over. And they will, okay.
Will. Oh, Tessia's
Yeah.
gonna be so mad until they see the quid pro quo.
Oh, yeah.
It's still a big deal here. Okay. It's not just a king make. It's actually a play. And you're gonna do it. Here we go.
And they'll do it right now. Good.
Got it, yeah.
Huge.
Big deal.
Yep, this game will most likely be going another round.
Leto now to 6 points, and Baron down to 8. It's going to be up to 9 at the end of the round, unless they pick up something. An intrigue card. There's still... They have no access to anywhere useful. This is just going to be Sayadina get a point and then hope and pray that you have something better next round. Tessie's going to go up to 8 points after this action or next action. Well, what do you do though? I mean, you have treachery. Where is that getting you anything? I guess it gets you your point back with no, it just doesn't do anything.
Yeah, you can't play it anywhere now. It's just the reveal, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, it will be going another turn, although there's a chance you don't get another multi-victory point combat coming out.
Do you just play the Sardaukar Legion just to get troops then? I mean, there are a couple of things up here that might interest Tessia, right?
Yeah. Could take Menta here. Menta has been very free most of the game.
Wait, Baron got... Did Baron forget the Bene Gesserit? Oh, they just got the Bene Gesserit.
Right, I think
They're
everything
at 10.
else
Yeah.
checks out. Yeah, okay. Never mind.
Wow, okay.
So this game will be ending.
Can anyone take that away? Well, Tessia technically... Oh no, Tessia can't. Tessia can't do...
Yeah, I think all of the Baron's points are permanent points. I don't think anything can be lost at this point, especially with that alliance with the guild being at the very top.
Oh man, is there any way out for Tessia? Are you just scraping for second place here? You're not going to get second place then, right? Oh no, you could.
If Secrets was taken by a different player, Baron would have missed out on both of those points this round. They would have had nowhere to go with Sayadina.
Yeah. Okay, Mentat, hope you hit something. Yeah, I mean, this is all you have right now. By a point, maybe. Because Beast is going to get 2 + 1, 3 points. All right, that's...
They could get the Spice Must Flow here.
Yep. Oh wait, they only have 8.
And they do have Staged Incident, so that's an extra point. So they will go up to 9.
No, they only have 8.
Do they?
Yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh. Wow. Okay.
6, 7, 8.
I thought. Wow.
Oh no. Oh no.
They do have another action. They can go to. Oh, I guess.
That is awkward.
Yeah.
Oh
I don't
boy.
think they can get there. That is very awkward.
What do you have? Do you have anything in your deck that's out here? Okay, Beast.
They could go Selective Breeding with Treachery. Use the 2 Spice.
Yeah, Beast just shy of a Spice as well. Oh,
Hey, it looks like the Baron will elect to finally shuffle some of those intrigue cards back in, and we'll see what they get now.
More worthless combat cards.
Definitely, yeah, not what they were looking for.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Well.
Yep, so that'll be that. They'll be finishing at 10. So I think, yeah, Tessia, you go select the breeding here. Draw 2 cards.
You buy and try to.
This is risky.
I mean,
so they are they only get to draw 1 card with this play.
Yeah, they could draw 1 card
because
here.
they could have trashed the Treachery and still got the. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, they do get an extra point with that as well. But trying to get the Spice of this turn. I think you just go select the breeding.
Puts them up to 9 at the end of the game. 10 at the end of the game. Wait, can Tessia actually win the game?
If they draw,
they can totally win the game.
They have 1 draw.
They get Spice. If they get Spice here, if they can buy Spice, they win the game because they get Spice, they get Staged, and they get Holtzman. That's 3, and they win on tiebreakers. Holy crap. Yeah, let's see it. I mean, they do it yet? Here it is. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He gets it. Oh my god, Tessia just won the game.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
Whoa. What a play. What a play.
Absolutely incredible.
Oh my god.
They had to draw into that 2 persuasion card there.
That was the
it.
That was it. That was the only out. What an out. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. It's going to come down to this. It's going to come down to this. It looks like Tessia is going to take this down. And I think Baron, you just play this strategic push just cause, where you play all your things right because there's nothing else you can do.
Yeah.
It could come to tiebreakers here, with
Because blue will
Spice.
be losing 3 of their troops.
Oh, you're right.
But Spice won't be coming off for the 3rd place reward.
They're gonna go to the third. They're gonna go to the 3rd tiebreaker to water. It's gonna be 2-6-0 for Baron and 2-6-1 for Tessia. And there's oh my god, what is happening?
Oh my god.
Okay, slow roll. What is this slow roll? Look at this slow roll. You play staged and you win the game. Oh my god.
Yep. Unbelievable.
Oh my god.
What a good, yeah, wow.
Wow. What? Are you kidding me?
And they'll win the tiebreaker.
Wow.
Wow, surprising finish by Tessia here. Well done.
It's not over. The Baron could draw something. There are still intrigues left.
Yeah.
There's still intrigues left. Okay, it's just a strong arm for Leto. It's a finesse that's not going to do anything. Nope. Oh my god. Wow.
What a finish. What a finish. We were not expecting that at all. I thought the Baron had this locked up.
Wow. Okay, let's jump back in and say hi to everyone.
Yeah.
What a freaking finish.
Wow.
Are you kidding me?
Hi, guys.
I can't believe it.
Wow.
I got to be up at 4 o'clock, so I'm running off and going to bed, everybody.
GG, Glorious George. Thanks for playing, man.
Thanks for staying up for it, George.
Yeah, good game, everybody. I'll hopefully see you guys in the next game. See ya.
Holy crap.
GG. Got me at the end, Patience. Good job,
yeah,
guys.
well done, Patience.
Oh my god. Wow. That was like
Oops,
the
I just
only
deleted it.
this play, the Holo Projectors play, was so clutch, and the only play you had, really. Wow.
Yeah, you needed the spice must flow.
You needed the spice must flow. Yep, you needed it, and that was insane.
Were you guys calling it out, CJ?
Can't believe that.
Well, we were like, if he gets spice, he wins it, and they were like, that was awesome. It was a great moment. It was crazy.
Yeah, what a draw.
Oh,
were you guys calling for Holo
God.
projectors? Are you guys calling for Holo projectors or what?
I was thinking you could also go to selective breeding as well.
Yeah, you could probably, but if you went to
double
selective,
draw, you trash the because they were at 4.
Yeah.
So then you give yourself 2 cards to draw into the input persuasion.
Yeah,
you need.
but I would have had to go there. I didn't have any access. I would have had to go there with the quiz, and I was still.
Or you had the treachery.
There was also.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
You're
right. I could have gone to selective breeding with that. That's true.
You could have treachery. That would have also been a tiebreaker as well. But you could have. Yeah. We were so wondering about this ordering, like why you did it this way. We were so
because
confused.
I thought maybe I was gonna need this 2 spice left to defend. I thought maybe I was gonna have to defend this too.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
So I thought, yeah.
Oh no, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, because I mean, Baron could have had any number of things in hand.
Because I had this,
Alpha
right?
played really well, man. That was like you were so far ahead. I mean, the fact that anyone caught you at all, I was like, it was just like really, really, really solid.
Really nice play, Patience. Really nice.
Oh, it was, dude. It was all I could do.
Doesn't hurt any less, though.
Catch
I
up.
want you to know that.
No, man. Hey, it's George who did the dirty work up here. I thought I had to do this work myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that was so close, and oh my god, Poppa,
so you
heartbreaking with the freaking.
The other reason I went. Sorry.
Oh, sorry guys. I was gonna. We were going. I was poo-pooing this card the entire game. Where did it go?
That one, yeah.
Cannon freaking turrets. I was like, this is the worst combat card in the game, and then it just turned out to be
so much better.
High roll. It was
6
great.
matter difference in that combat.
Wow, wow. Yeah, that was.
I don't think there's anything I could have did differently. I mean, I'm sure there's something along the way. I mean, man, this just hurt me right here really bad.
Yeah, I don't know.
The other thing I was
pretty perfect. I mean.
Yeah. The other thing I was thinking.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you go for 2 alliances, somebody's gonna usually get them unless you lock it out.
Oh, the
Yeah.
$2.
I need the two
Shipping,
first to be
maybe,
able to
or-
get my I thought I was going for my meeple.
The last round.
I didn't think. Yeah, I didn't think that
He
because
didn't
I'm
know he
still
was
only
gonna pull
at 2, right?
Sardine out. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that, because we didn't realize that was ending either, because I think that this 2 influence token wasn't there. I think it was off to the side.
Yeah, we thought that a line steal would have put another turn on the clock for everybody.
Yeah.
It was going
Yeah, I
to,
mean,
but then he
that's
got
what I thought was
that.
happening
He didn't
too.
have this. He was here. He went up 1 here to put him at 9, then paid Sardine to put him at 10. Then he played
Yeah.
Sister of the Hood or whatever
Right.
to put him there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He didn't have that influence there. Yeah, he just gained it this
We
round.
thought
Right
he just didn't notice it. He had it earlier.
Oh yeah,
No,
because he went
no,
up
he
from
just
there.
aimed
Yeah.
it.
Okay, got it. We
No,
missed
he
that part.
was
Yeah,
here,
I don't think we saw the
went up
intrigue
1
card draw.
and played the intrigue card.
Yeah.
Wow,
Which
that was
was,
insane.
Yeah.
There it is.
I knew it was gonna be
Oh,
close.
yeah,
I was,
Secret of the Sisterhood. That's what got him to 3.
Wow.
it was a nice play, man. It was a nice play. You really thought it out and went got that, get the extra card draw, and that really helped you.
Well, like
Nice.
they were pointing out, I guess I could have just used treachery.
I mean, getting
Forget-
quiz that on the second
The
round.
way you did it was way more exciting.
Yeah, the way you did
Yeah,
it was
exactly.
more drama.
It was nice. Hey, CJ, I'm assuming since you did this, you're gonna post this one, huh?
Yeah, I'm posting this one. Oh, for sure. It's a great game.
That I can watch it and
Yeah,
cry.
it was a really good one.
Man, I mean, it was so that one combat was so hard to watch. It was like, oh no.
That was brutal.
It was so brutal. I mean, that was the turning point as far as I'm concerned. Like, I think that the game was going to swing back into these 3 players a little bit, but it turned out
Oh,
that
yeah.
because Papa G was like, okay, I'll be at 7, then I can buy a spice, then I can do this. Like, I
Yeah,
could
that's
see
why I
the
went here
engine
to
going.
drew a
Yeah,
card because I knew my diplomacy was in there.
yeah.
And then if I didn't draw just 1 card, I had I had so many here, but I was like, all these cards were gonna go back into my deck, and I was gonna have all like 15. But I
Yes.
knew if I didn't draw diplomacy, which I didn't, thank God, I was like, good. I drew convincing arguments, and I was like, good. So then my next 5 cards, my diplomacy is gonna be in there, a highliner, and then I was gonna be at 9 points.
Yep.
But because I would have won this combat too, even with just 1 less dreadnought, I'd have been at 21, 20.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, it was a good one, and I saw that everyone seemed to be pretty cagey about pulling any tech after a while, because Beast was sitting on the 0 influence with these tracks, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that made a lot of sense.
Yeah, how far away were we?
Not there,
It wasn't on that one. Wasn't there.
not there.
wasn't
So it
there.
wasn't coming for a while.
Yeah, it wasn't
It's pretty
happening.
far
Wasn't
down
there.
there. It's at the bottom.
There it is.
Yep, never.
It wasn't happening.
Yeah. Yeah, I was
I
hoping
was-
at least get second with getting the last 2 combats, but it did not work out.
Well, it was a
He didn't have
very
pain and turns have been nice, but
like I think honestly, even though like the points seem pretty different, it wasn't that far off. Like, it was like very, very, very close. It was.
Yeah.
It could have swung any way. Like, if that was any other card in Alpha's hand, like, I think you win that
Yeah,
combat.
I
think
would
like
win that.
yeah, and then it's uphill a little bit for Baron, because getting those last couple points can sometimes be tough.
and I would have still been at 8 spice, so yeah, I definitely would have highlighted again, which would have put me down to 4. No wait, yes, 2.
Yeah. Thank you all, and we will see you on the next one. Take care.